Hey guys, it's Sheepy. Today we're focusing on a very serious situation in our community of Team Fortress 2. There are a lot of YouTubers, and YouTubers have strong opinions at times, and this is no exception. This YouTuber named doomsday.exe has been witch hunting other people in our community, and that's not right on any means. No one seems to be calling him out or discussing and trying to figure out why exactly he feels that he should be doing this. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this as a very serious and structured video by providing foundation as to who is Doomsday. Maybe you've never heard of him, although he is around 8,000 subscribers and continuing to grow. And I'm going to be providing points, claims, and evidence through his quotes, through friends, and through Discord and other means that I have researched. This is going to be very important, so please listen to the end of the video. And I don't want this to just be my opinion. I would love to hear your opinion at the very end of the video. Make sure to leave it so I can make a part 2 and we can have a discussion, because I think this is a serious situation that isn't exactly black and white, but something that actually should be discussed. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and tell you who is Doomsday. So who is doomsday.exe? Well, he's an SFM artist and a YouTuber, and that's what I'd tell you if I just glanced at what he did. Except, I really went on his Steam profile on Twitter and saw that he is an amazingly talented YouTube artist. I mean, oh my goodness, if you go on his Steam and look under his artwork, the amount of time and effort and creativity on these posters is just next level. I mean, I think Valve should hire him. They're that good. The lighting and the mood, and it's just so amazing. It looks like something straight from an update. Anyways, I do have a high regard for artists though, because again, it's their personality and their imagination going together to create like their own personal signature. So anyways, enough with his art though. He's also made a YouTube channel that focuses on his passion, art, and during the first 3 months, he didn't exactly hit a lot of views, except when he made this first video titled, "I'm Disappointed, Stolen Art." And this would be the first out of 8 different videos that ranted on several different people in the community, focusing around stolen art. And these are the videos that we'll be looking at because while his other content has gotten some thousands of hits, these videos particularly get anywhere between 5 to 80,000 views, and that's quite a bit, and that's the general base of his content. He's made other rant videos as well, but these are the ones that are particularly problematic. Now we're going to condense these videos, and if at any time you feel like I'm taking these quotes out of context, feel free to go to his channel. I'll have the actual title and the timestamp of where I'm getting the quote, and I'll also be asking the questions right now, what's the motivation and end goal, so we can get an idea of why he's making this type of content. To understand exactly where Doomsday is wrong, we have to first see why he's making these videos. What is his motivation? Well, it's very easy. In fact, it's very admirable. In the first example, you're going to see why he feels like he should make these videos, and then we'll go on to the second example.
The point of my video. The reasons I make these kind of videos is because I care about this community, as funny enough, I'm part of this community, and I hate seeing this community tarnished by people like Rogue. And I hate people being in danger because of people like Rogue, Billy, and Lockin, and everyone else I've mentioned in these videos. Because people in our community don't deserve to fall victim to people like this, as it's really not fair. To prevent anything happening to anyone else, I make a video. As if just one person watches that video, that is one person who will have a lower chance of becoming a victim. And if I can stop that one person from being a victim, then I've done something I'm proud of. Because there's one less person who will be scammed by Rogue or have their art stolen by Billy. That is one less person. So no, I do not endorse raids and I don't endorse any witch hunts. I actually ask people not to do them, personally, as I've personally been witch hunted before.
So you can see in the first example that he has a very strong sense of right and wrong, and that he doesn't want people to get scammed. Here we can see a moral obligation and how he does things. Now, this is great. Having a moral obligation to do something is phenomenal. However, the danger is how far you go, and that's where we start to see a problem. Because Doomsday cares so much about artwork, he gets very emotionally involved, and he takes these problems into his own hands. Now, that's where we start to see the problem, because when Doomsday gets super enraged and upset, as we can see in some of his videos, he then starts to take this anger out on the actual people. We can see this in the first ever video he made on Steph. Steph was the first offender that Doomsday exposed. Now, Steph had around 30 subscribers and was using artwork from Who's Howard, another artist in the community. Doomsday, seeing that Steph's quality and banner that didn't match, the continuity didn't match and the quality, called him out on this and checked him on this. And Steph got very defensive and tried to defend himself, which he couldn't because he was in the wrong. Doomsday explains how wrong this is, how spending time this shouldn't happen, and how it's unfair, and I totally agree with Doomsday. Stealing artwork is just absolutely wrong because you're stealing someone's, in a sense, imagination and personality, and trying to replicate something that's just not yours. Now, this is where I agree with Doomsday. However, Steph commits this offense again, and this is where everything goes wrong. See, having a moral obligation is great. It depends on how far you take it. If you warn people and advise people on how to take precautions to avoid these situations, that's right, and that's admirable. However, when you start passing judgment and judging these people, and start to explain your real thoughts on these people, and getting emotions involved, this is where it goes downhill. This is an exact quote from what Doomsday had to say when Steph recommitted this offense.
That's not how this should work, and I'm ashamed to have him as part of our community. Because I don't want people like this to exist anymore. I've been pushed to the limit and I'm sick. I am fucking sick of people like Steph running around. Stealing people's art is horrific. Not sure why you would do it. It's shallow and sad.
Now, while this is pretty harsh, it's understandable where he's coming from. Doomsday loves art, and this is a big part of him in this community. So it makes sense why he's saying this about Steph. Does that excuse it? No, but it provides some context on why he's saying these things. However, this is where I start to have a problem and where the whole idea of Doomsday condoning witch hunting starts to shine out. Because this is what he says when confronted later.
Last time I said, don't go harass Jacob or Steph or Lost Soul, whatever he's calling himself. I said, don't go and harass him, don't bully him. But you know what? I'm done. I am done with tolerating him. I am done with people like him. His description, in the description, you're going to have his YouTube channel, you're going to have his Steam. And I'm not going to be responsible for anything that happens. If you want to go leave some comments, you want to go report him, feel free. Because I don't care anymore. I don't care about you harassing him. I'm not going to stop you. If you want to, he deserves it.
This is the problem I'm concerned about. If you take a moral obligation too far, you start feeling like you have your own self-judgment. You feel like you're entitled to pass your own judgment on these people. And that's not the case. And harassing someone, posting their social links for your own audience to seek out and to witch hunt, that's not justifiable consequences by any means. It's one thing to advise people to maybe talk about a particular person, but it's another thing to post their name, post their social links, and to allow your audience to enact their own judgment, their own feelings onto another person. Now, from my understanding, this individual, Steph, his channel was deleted and he was harassed. And I don't have any particular screenshot because I can't find his channel and I can't find his Steam community anymore. And that's just evidence to show you that he was sought out. Now, that's just the problem. And then this happens again and again. In the next video, Stolen Art Part 3, Billy's Gamers, I'm not going to quote Doomsday, but this is what Doomsday says. He talks about and introduces Billy's Gamers, someone who has an anime profile and a very mature profile picture, and treats it very sarcastically, and then later says how he doesn't have a problem with it. Again, self-contradicting behavior. And then he further goes in to mention how Billy's Gamers has committed such a horrible offense and lists out his Discord, his Steam, and everything. And he explains and says...
You see, I'm just sick of this happening. That's why I have to make this video. And I'm sad that I have to make this video, because I don't like making stuff like this. Because these pieces are extremely extremely good, and they're made by very talented people. And the fact a 12-year-old can just go and steal it without punishment, that's ridiculous to me. So I urge you to go onto this guy's profile and leave a few comments. Report him if you can. Private your profile, I'd get away for a little while. Or prepare for a hunt, because my audience is going to witch hunt you, and I don't like saying that, but I know my audience. I know what they've done before, and I know what they'll do now.
And in the description, it even says, I hate that this stuff still happens. If you want to stop, go onto this guy's profile and report him. Leave comments, raid his group, Discord channel, whatever it takes. He needs to be punished. This is not how you go about things. I don't know how much more I can say it's wrong, because it just simply is. Doomsday, you're not allowed to use your own channel as a weapon to enact your own feelings of judgment, your own emotion of what's right and wrong. Your moral obligation is too far. The evidence of this is the people and how they feel and how they act and how they aren't able to express themselves anymore because your channel has completely obliterated them. In short, Doomsday, you have no right to be enacting your own judgment and cyberbullying other people, because it's exactly what you're doing. Witch hunting is just a form of intentional harassment, and cyberbullying, the official legal definition, is this. Cyberbullying refers to any harassment that occurs via the internet, cell phones, or other devices. Communication technology is used to intentionally harm others through hostile behavior, such as sending text messages or posting ugly comments on the internet. Doomsday, you gotta stop this. This is a trend that's not gonna work out for you. I understand it's a big part of your content, and I understand that ranting or having a strong sense of right and wrong is a part of your personality. But you can't be sharing this form of cyberbullying across the internet, because it's not right. And you're gonna be influencing your audience to do this behavior, which we're seeing in every single video. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to conclude exactly the rest here, okay? So we have Doomsday, an artist, an SFM user, a very talented artist, and we have someone who has a strong sense of right and wrong, who feels like he has a moral obligation and takes that too far to pass what he feels is his own judgment on other people. He passes this judgment by posting their name, posting social links or ways to get in contact with them, and then their channel gets banned destroyed or obliterated or anything like that. And with the last example, because there's three more videos, in part 6 of Stolen Art, I feel like he does the best job out of any of them to limit the use of a person's name and to talk more about how you can prevent yourself from getting banned. And these are less specific examples. He doesn't use any names that I know of, and that's a better example. However, in the next 2 videos following that talk about another individual rogue, he does this still same style, and while Rogue did something slightly different and slightly something that's pretty horrific, it still doesn't justify the same means of consequences and your own view and punishment. So guys, this is where I now hand it off to you. Do you think what I'm saying is right? Do you think what I'm saying is wrong? What are your thoughts on Doomsday? Please let me know what your feedback and your comments are. I'm really interested to hear and make a second video. In about a week and a half, I'll go on vacation and won't have an opportunity to reply or to do anything. Hopefully I'll be able to make this next video before then. If not, I'll make it after, just to give some clarification of where I'm coming from. Anyways guys, this has been Sheepy. I'm sorry that this video has been somewhat heavy and not emotion driven, but passionate. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully something a little bit more positive, bright, and cheery. Thanks guys, and I'll see you later.